Well, hello, and welcome to the Richard Wade Show. Today I'm going to be reviewing a handheld called the X7. It's I'm not sure who makes this. I believe it's just like a generic thing, and different people slap their brand on it. There are some other models that are very similar to this, like the X12, which has different hardware, but plays just the same. And there's certain models of this that have a 7-inch screen on them instead of a 4-inch screen. Alright, so in the box, which I don't have with me right now, I opened this earlier, it came with a TV out cable and a set of headphones. And as you can see, there's a slot for an SD card if you want to add more games. You can also hook it up to the computer and add games that way. I believe that there's 8 gigabytes of space on this device. As you can see, it has arcade games. It has Famicom, which is Nintendo. Game Boy Advance. It's got Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, Game Boy, and Game Boy Color. Now, I've gone through the settings of this and checked several different things. There is no way to change the aspect ratio. So basically, everything you play is going to be stretched except for Game Boy Advance. I'm going to open up a Game Boy Advance game. Now, on the device when it comes, it has a bunch of Chinese games on it, and some of them are mistitled. Like you can see, there's Alchemy of Steel, Star Cabby. Well, those actually aren't that bad. Keep going down. Legend of Holy Sword. The Three Kingdoms Are Unique. Spirit of Light. Final Fantasy. But basically, these are all either Chinese ROMs or Japanese ROMs. None of these are going to be good for people ordering it in the US. However, you can change them out. So, since it does Game Boy Advance good, I guess I'm just going to pick a random game, and we'll just kind of open it. Maybe Sonic 2. That should be fun. And we'll see how that looks. As you can see, the screen looks great. I don't know if that shows up very well on the camera. Pretty good viewing angle, you know. It doesn't look bad when you turn it. Alright. Alright, how do we get this started? I guess. There. Okay. I'll use Sonic just to, since this doesn't really matter, I'm just kind of showing you how the performance is on Game Boy Advance. Okay, there we go. Now we're running. As you can see, the performance for Game Boy Advance is actually pretty good. It's not performing super bad. So I actually think this is a good system for Game Boy Advance. So that is the one good thing I can say about it. The battery life, I don't know how good it's going to be. It claims to have a 2200 milliamp hour battery, and the specs, which should be good on a chip like this, but I haven't actually used it long enough to know. So to exit the game, you hit the escape key, and as you can see, it has return, save, and load. You can do save and use a save state. I do not believe that native saves work. Like, say if you were playing Final Fantasy and you saved there, and exit, when you come back in, it's just going to be just like it was. So we're just going to exit for now. It will play the other systems well, I guess. If, I don't know, I'm going to have to find one. These are... Just go with Double Dragon, I guess. Load that up. But the issue you're going to have is that it's going to be all stretched. And if you don't mind playing it like stretched to fit the screen, I guess maybe you'll like this. You know, I can't really tell if that's running slow or not. Doesn't sound like it, but doesn't look very good. You know, I never really played that game enough to know, so I'm going to see if I can find another game on here that I know how it should sound, know how it should react. Let's see, Simulated City 2000. I guess that's Sim City. I would definitely recommend, if you do decide to get this device, that you definitely replace the ROMs on it for sure. I don't know what any of these games are because they don't seem to be the real titles. I guess we'll go to Street Underground Fighting. Maybe that's Street Fighter. No, some game called Pit Fighter. Oh my god. It's the worst game I've ever seen. Well, I wouldn't say that. I've seen some pretty bad games. The Magic Star, what is that? We'll find out. Paladin's Quest. So this system here, I believe, is about $17 with free shipping and everything coming from China. I mean, it seems to do everything badly except Game Boy Advance. Like, it's gonna play these games at full speed. This chip can definitely handle it. But, see, I'll open up, I don't know, Ninja Turtles 1, maybe. I know how that's supposed to run. See, it's going to be stretched like it is. There's just no way to change that on this one. Unlike the X6 that I had reviewed, you could change aspect ratio on it. Well, actually, it's not stretched for Nintendo. It looks like it's got the sides cut off a little bit. I don't know. Oh, no, wait, it is stretched. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess maybe the map's cut off a little bit. Oh. And another bad thing. It looks like the B and A are reversed on Nintendo, which is a deal breaker for me if I was going to use this as a Nintendo device. So, I don't know. But basically, I wouldn't use it for anything except Game Boy Advance is what I guess that's the takeaway from this. Would I recommend buying this? I'd say probably not, because there are a lot of other devices that do the same thing this does, but better. However, I will say that for Game Boy Advance, if you loaded your own ROMs on there, this could be a very good system, and just for that, I would not do anything else with it. And I guess that's really all I've got to say about this. These analog sticks, they're the slide type. It's just like a little circle. I don't know if you can see it, but it just slides back and forth. It's not really a stick. It's just like a disc. But I would not. They're terrible. They don't work good. But yeah, basically, I don't recommend this unless you're searching for something that is just a Game Boy Advance device that's really lightweight and charges fast. I mean, I would not care if this thing got stolen. So that's what you can use it for. Game Boy Advance device that you're not worried about damaging. So I guess I'm going to wrap this up there. I want to thank you all for watching, and thank you all for your continued support. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like these videos. I've got like 6 more handhelds on the way, so the next 2 or 3 weeks are going to be just filled with different reviews. So be sure to join us for those. And I hope to see you next time.